Hi guys, it's Monday, June something or other. Yeah, it'll be down there. I need an intro to put right here. Anyway, okay, so the first book that I wanted to read was Will Grayson for book club. So, yeah, what did you guys think? I thought it was amazing. Like, I was reading through it, and it's one of those books that's like, you don't want to put it down, you know? At least for me, that's how it was. It's really funny, and it's really kind of interesting to see the way that the two Wills go back and forth, and the way that the chapters are written. I really like it when they do chapters like that in books, where it's like, one character writes this way, one character writes this way, you know? Like in Will Grayson, it's proper formatted writing for the first Will Grayson, the one who lives in Chicago, and then the one who lives in Iowa? I think it's Iowa? He writes kind of all lowercase, you know, not always proper, it's just kind of random doobly-doos and stuff like that. It kind of made me think of my favorite book, 13 Reasons Why. I don't know if you can see that. 13 Reasons Why is my favorite book, and this book made me think of that because when the main character is talking in that book, it's, you know, regular, straightforward print. But when the girl who committed suicide, her recordings are playing, it's all in italic, you know, so it kind of helps you know which one's which, and it's really nice like that. But as I was reading it, it was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is like, holy crap. Because it was like the book is about how the two Will Graysons meet, and they meet because the Will Grayson who lives in Ohio was tricked by his friend into meeting a guy in Chicago. But when he goes to meet this guy in Chicago, he ends up running into Will Grayson because Will Grayson is buying something. He had a fake ID with a fake name, and his credit card has his real name, and he said something about Will Grayson, blah 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 blah. And the other Will Grayson's like, hey, why didn't you call me? I'm Will Grayson. And he's like, I'm Will Grayson too. Hop off, bitch. Not really. But they meet like that. And then Will Grayson, the one who lives near Chicago, he has this best friend named Tiny. He is this really, really big, overly gay guy. And they meet, him and Jane, really good girl, they come back and they meet, and then Tiny and the Will Grayson from Ohio or Iowa is sitting there, and like they just start talking, and it kind of meshes, and they start dating, and when they're together it's so cute and it's so happy and it's so nice. But Tiny is currently writing a musical for his school about the gay, straight stuff, and it's really fun, and yeah, I just ruined like half the plot for you, but whatever. I hope you read this book. I don't know if you did, and if you didn't, oh well, but I hope you did, because if you didn't, you should go read it. Will Grayson, John Green, and David Leviathan. They're really good book. I really enjoyed it. I genuinely loved it. Yeah, so it was all in all a really good book, and if you haven't read it, you should read it. Go check that shit out. Yeah, yeah, okay, hold on. The next book I will be reading and reviewing for you next Monday is Lord of the Flies by William Golding. Maybe you've read it. I know a lot of my friends have read it, but I didn't get to because I didn't take honors English. Yay, slackers! At the dawn of the next World War, a plane crashes on an uncharted island, stranding a group of schoolboys. At first, with no adult supervision, their freedom is something to celebrate. This far from civilization, they can do anything they want. Anything. But as order collapses and strange howls echo in the night, as terror begins its reign, the hope of adventure seems as far removed from reality as the hope of being rescued. If you haven't checked it out, you should go to your local bookstore or library, check it out, or buy it. That is your choice. If you're going to join me and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I suggest just checking them out. Because most libraries give you that 2 to 3 week thing, and you'll only have them for a week, so go check them out. Yeah. Alright. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. That is going to be the one that I do next. Bye.